But just a little bit without the picture then. The first pair of the 23 legs of the scorpion has been modified into a very sharp, actually pincer-like two pairs of pincers actually. And the venom is actually quite strong. It's very limited to I just lost my train of thought now because I can't show. But actually, it's definitely not harmful to humans. It can, if you do get bitten or stung or whatever you would call it, it would sting comparable to a bee or a wasp sting. But it's unless you're for very small children or if you're not feeling healthy to start with, then it might have a somewhat bigger impact. But generally, it's not a big problem. It's just can be very painful. Now maybe while Simon is still hoping bringing me my other camera, I can already ask you the viewer's question. I'll repeat it at the end as well. But what I would like to know from you is, what is the biggest centipede that lives on Earth at the moment? Where does it live, and actually what does it feed on? If you go try to look that up, it shouldn't be too difficult if you type it in Google or something like that. But I think you'll find it's probably much larger than you would expect it to be, and also that its main prey species are much bigger than you would expect it to be. And okay, let me just quickly see if this battery should at least last me a little while longer. So I can see if I actually want to try to quickly show you the pincers that we've just been talking about. Okay, let me see if it works. Yeah, okay, so we've got picture again. Light on sign. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see if we can actually get close enough this way to show this to you. It will take a little while to focus in. I think if you look on the, let's say, the most right side, you see it's feelers, and then if you go a little bit to the top left of that, I think you can see that it's got like it's almost like it looks a bit like the fangs of a spider, but it's two very sharp little pincers that actually are used then to hold and envenomate the prey and then keep it until it dies and it can be eaten. I hope the resolution of this is good enough for you to see that as well. It seemed to have worked last time. So just one last look at its body. Great, Simon, thank you. A lot of people, when they see this, they say, ugly, scary animals. But actually, if you get over the fact that, the conditioning that most of us would have been brought up with, and just look at how finely, how efficient it is all works together, and actually they're quite color. So I think actually you could, in its own way, find it quite beautiful or quite pretty. You can only get over this, primordial fear of anything with more than, I would say, 4 legs. It's actually quite pretty in its own right. Well, at least that's my opinion. I guess there will be other people that don't think so. So let's actually then move on to the main attraction of today's show. Let me just put this back up, and I'll move the camera a little bit so you can see what we are doing. Just gonna put the microphone down for a bit. Can you? I forgot our red carpet actually, but Let's see if it will still want to come out. Now let's first put it up here. Maybe I'll first show you a bit while it's still in one of our water containers. So what you can see here is a tailless whip scorpion. Other people actually call it a tailless whip spider, and I guess that already indicates that it's a little bit of aspects of both. You can see, hopefully if I get a little bit closer already, you can see that it's got pincers like a scorpion, but it doesn't have the sting at the back, and the body shape actually looks more like a spider, so I guess that's why it's got the two different names. But it's actually neither a scorpion nor a spider. It's basically a group on the same level as you've got scorpions, you've got spiders, you've got ticks and mites, and then you've got whip scorpions is another group at the same level. So yeah, now let's put it up on the board so you can actually get a better look on it. Yeah, let's quickly do that. At least I hope quickly. Okay, so sorry, my voice is a bit dry, but this is a whip scorpion, and if you think about the name, a tailless whip scorpion, I must say, there are also micro whip scorpions which actually do have a tail that looks like a whip, but the whip of the name in this case comes from what looks like the two feelers that are much longer than the rest of the animal. As you can see, it's using them actually to probe its surroundings. And actually they are not feelers as such. Actually, if you look at the amount of legs, you can see 2 times 3 is 6, whereas arachnids are supposed to have 8 legs. Well, it does have 8 legs. These feelers are actually a modified front pair of legs. So those are the front legs of the tailless whip scorpion. And then it all adds up again. You got 2 of those, and then 6 other ones. Tailless whip scorpions are, let me just see if I can show you. They typically live in cracks and other things. And if you can see here, if I put my camera like this, it's very, very flat. You can see, so it's very easy for them to fit into small cracks or milk crates or whatever they want to hide in. And typically they hunt at night, and then they go out and use the front pair of their legs as their feelers to feel for little insects and invertebrates, which they then catch with their 2 pedipalps that have been modified into pincers. I hope I can show you before it actually runs away. Let me see if I can hold it steady like that. You can see it's got 2 pair of pincers, just like a scorpion. Oh, now it ran off. Simon, can you turn the thingy around? That's why we put the board here. But with the lights also it gets a bit warmer. I guess it gets more active. Yeah, still there. Yesterday it wouldn't move at all, but today I guess maybe it can smell freedom. And it's quite fast, and actually, unfortunately it doesn't show it now, but it often moves in a little crab-like sideways manner if it runs off. Oh, you can see actually how small of a crack that it actually needs.
Nothing to do right there.
Yeah.